From Dillian White clowning Anthony Joshua.
I'm Anthony A-Force Joshua. I'm a legend. Why they burn me?
To eating the canvas. To Tony Bellew bragging he could whoop Alexander Usyk.
I'm gonna beat him.
To getting his lights switched off. And finally Jorge Gonzalez asking this.
When I hit you, what's worth more? The talk or the punch?
And finding out real quick. These are cocky boxers learning that a loud mouth can't block a punch. Let's open with a fight the whole world waited years to see. Spence held every belt on his side of the street, so he decided the smartest way to sell the biggest night of his life was to insult the man he had just agreed to share a ring with.
You ain't fought nobody, man. You haven't beat anybody undisputed at 140. Who you fought at 135? I'm gonna show everybody why I be breaking people. Make sure y'all tune in July 29th. It's gonna be another man down.
He was right about one thing. There was a man down that night. It just was not the man he had in mind.
To the head and the body, and there's a cover work from Crawford. The opening, the left hand and the left uppercut by Crawford. He's
The advice given to Spence.
Comes Spence. Double jab. Beautiful counter left hands, and there's a right hook to the face of Spence by Crawford, and Crawford's accuracy just backing up Spence with these punishing shots. And the first round on its unofficial score.
30 seconds before that punch, this man was undefeated and untouchable. Now he was sitting on the canvas, inspecting the floor of an arena he swore he would own. And Bud did not feel like waiting for the bell to collect number 3.
Oh, the right hook! Spence goes down for the third time!
By round 9, his legs were gone. His face was a catalog of bad decisions, and he was soaking up punches like a broken pinball machine. The referee finally stepped in to save him from himself.
That jab continues to be a nightmare for Errol Spence. And again, I mean, the way Spence reacts to being hit. The jab, the uppercut, and the counter right hook, the left, the right, Errol Spence on inline skates, and the referee.
Absolute domination. Crawford became the first undisputed welterweight champion in 17 years, and Spence suddenly discovered the right words to say.
We just better tonight. You know, I make no excuses. You know, he did his thing. He was a better man.
Funny how humble a man gets once the belts leave the building. And speaking of loud men who jumped into water that was way too deep, meet Charlo. Charlo was undisputed at 154 pounds, untouched, unified, and completely convinced that greatness followed him around like a puppy. So he started calling out the face of boxing, and he did not do it politely.
Why y'all don't make Canelo versus Charlo? Y'all talking about? Somebody put that shit together. Little Charlo will fight anybody. Nigga, I ain't never done no smoke.
Fair enough. He got the fight. All he had to do was jump 2 whole divisions to get it, and instead of quietly respecting the size difference, he doubled down.
That can't beat me with that live performance. That bitch can't beat me.
Then came the animal speech. You know the one. Every fighter who is about to get his soul removed always picks an animal first.
Cause I'm ready for whatever. I'm a motherfucking lion. I'm a lion.
Canelo Alvarez, you about to get in the ring with a lion.
I don't know what animal I need to say to be the lion, but whatever. I'm that animal.
And Canelo kept his word, because the lion spent the first 6 rounds circling and touching, and Canelo spent them walking forward and ripping the body.
Moments.
Straight punches, and Charlo letting Canelo go too easy.
What happened to Callum Smith? Just suffered the biceps and
make it.
Oh, instead it's Canelo ripping. Defense will appreciate that. And there's a right hand, but again, Canelo rolling up on every punch. Round number 2.
Canelo just looks. Yeah, we're definitely seeing a lot of the old Canelo, especially.
Professional fight has been a professional for nearly 2 decades, starting at the age of 15. 400, and Canelo has never been down.
Well, the interesting thing, they're exactly the same age at 33.
He was always very good at it.
Inside, most of the times he would just hook his way.
Second knockdown of his entire career, and Canelo was not even done cooking. He just slipped into cruise control and kept feeding him knuckle sandwiches for 5 more rounds.
Keeps walking forward, eats a jab, but is not taking a knee in the round, and that right hand has produced some highlight reel knockouts in Canelo's career.
Cover from Charlo, really, because that was a hard right hand.
Develop any kind of rhythm from the smothering pressure of Canelo.
You know,
Definitely no signs.
There's not, but that was the theory.
Yeah.
Left hook to the body.
You get it hard for Canelo, but
There haven't been too many of those guys. Only a couple. The most important
combo.
I'm sorry, Mo. The most important punch now, because it would likely be the hook.
In the end, the lion turned into a house cat, and the post-fight interview sounded nothing like the press conference.
I just felt like I wasn't me in there. I don't make excuses for myself, so it is what it is. Take my punches and roll with it. This boxing.
He claimed he was not himself. I guess neither was the man Anthony Joshua had to deal with, because Dillian White spent an entire year reminding the whole country that he beat Joshua once in the amateurs.
Where's my fans baby? I'm Anthony Joshua. I'm Anthony A-Force Joshua. I'm a legend. Why they burn me?
White would not let it go. He picked at Joshua in every interview, in every face-off, and he did it with a smile on his face.
He went home and cried. He went home and looked at himself in the mirror, and you know at Tennessee does that. Why they booing me? Why they booing me? I'm Anthony Joshua. I'm the London Olympic gold medalist. You know what I mean? He got angry. He got so angry because they was booing him.
That is a man poking a sleeping bear with a stick. And when Joshua finally offered to settle it right there in the room, White kept talking.
That's why I see you're a talker. You talk too much.
Do you want to do it now?
You talk too much.
Then he added the threats. Then he refused the handshake. Remember that part, because a few other clowns in this video pull the same move later, and it works out exactly the same way.
Best of luck December 12th.
No.
Be a man.
I don't want to shake your hand. I don't need to shake.
Fight night arrived, and so did the version of Joshua that White had been poking for a year. He got rocked badly in round one, and the fight almost fell apart before it started.
Just tongue out at White. White in survival mode here, and White is starting to come apart here already. White's got to hold. White's got to hold. He's got to hold. He's not doing it. He can't do it. He's still got nearly achievement.
it seems like he's got cleared some of the cobwebs. He got out of the round.
Okay. Well, that was Joshua hitting after the bell, and White not having any of it. White's lost control. White has lost control completely. And what's happening here? Everybody's in the ring. Everybody. What's Banks said, just to calm Dillian White.
White hung around bravely for 6 more rounds. He fought back, he returned fire, and then round 7 showed up with the bill.
Not letting him off the hook. Howard Foster having a close look now.
And as long as White returns fire once in a while,
which he is doing, but look at the legs. There's a grin from White, but the legs are betraying him, and down he goes.
He's hurt. The way he went down.
Surely no way up here for Dillian White. It's stopped. It's over. Dramatic and unbelievable at the finish. Joshua asked a lot of questions tonight, came up with the answer when it mattered, and it was a brutal finish.
I think White's still trying to get
White's still in some distress.
I think he thinks the fight's still going on. Like he's trying to beat the count or something.
They've got the paramedics in there with the oxygen.
I think it's just the fighter's pride. He doesn't want to be on the floor. They're forcing him to stay on the floor. Well, it's just a precaution. They're giving him oxygen. That was an energy-sapping fight. He is exhausted.
He was so gone that he kept trying to beat a count that had already finished. They brought in the paramedics and the oxygen. 1 year of talking. 7 rounds of consequences. Tony Bellew tried a slightly different flavor of the same mistake against a man who does not blink. Alexander Usyk was the undisputed cruiserweight king. Bellew looked at that and decided the belts were basically already his.
Do I think I'm going to lose the fight? Absolutely not, no. I'm going to beat him. I'm going to stop him. I'm going to break his heart.
He was not just going to win, he was going to switch the lights off.
I have the one thing that he doesn't have, and that's a punch that can switch lights off within the blink of an eye.
He even gave himself a nickname before the fight. Always a great sign.
Don't call me the bank robber no more, call me the belt robber. Because that's all I'm robbing. Saturday night I'm robbing all 4 of them belts and I'm taking them back to Liverpool.
Then he brought the circus inside the ropes. He leaned on the ropes, dropped his hands, and dared Usyk to come and get him. Bad idea.
It's an excellent start, and he wants to let him get set. And when they're getting close, he wants to unload. And some shots. So Bellew will be waiting with that right. Good right-hand counter there from Tony Bellew. Nobody expected this. Good head movement. Did they affect him? And doesn't have much of an effect. And starts to feel the pace as it goes on then. It's bad news. Some good work there as Tony Bellew dropped his arms and, got a bit careless. Nice left hand from Usyk. Back comes Bellew. A machine. So many calling and Usyk. He's very close. I've got Bellew ahead because round 2, 3 and 4 was good, but good right hand counter there from Tony Bellew. And again into the neutral corner. There's that left hand Bellew, but it's looking brighter for the Ukrainian. Much brighter.
The pressure only.
Round 8 is where the belt robber got robbed.
In this gap with real, minimum effort. Good shot. And that might be lights out for Tony Bellew. Dave Colwell straight in the ring. I think he's going to stop it. And Alexander
footage speaks for itself. But if you think that grudge was personal, Jorge Luis Gonzalez had been holding his for 8 straight years. Gonzalez beat Riddick Bowe in the amateurs back in the Pan American Games, and he talked about it every single day since. He turned it into a whole personality.
If we were living in the Roman times, I would have killed you right there and then.
Then he asked a very important question.
I'm a man of action, and I'm going to destroy him. When I hit you, what's worth more? The talk or the punch?
Great question, Jorge. Round 6 had the answer.
There it goes. That should do it. That should do it. That's the first time Gonzalez has been down as a pro. And if he gets up from this, he fools me. Now, Mills Lane doesn't bother to complete the count.
Turns out the punch is worth more. Thomas Tate learned the same math against a man who was arguably the fastest human being to ever put gloves on. Roy Jones Jr. was the IBF middleweight champion. Tate was the #1 contender, and before a single punch got thrown, Tate decided to turn the ring announcements into his own comedy show.
I'm cautioned again, obey my commands at all times. Shake gloves and good luck.
Dog time, baby. Hands up. Roy Jones showing disdain for the antics of Thomas Tate.
Roy did not laugh. Roy did not smile. Roy just started punching from the opening bell and never really stopped.
One word. Oh, and down goes Tate. Wow. Was corner rope standing. Richard Steele with the count. Oh, and Tate. That's it. His corner comes out and stops it. And Roy Jones Jr. does a dance early in round 2. His 6th career second-round knockout. Tate just walked right into that inside left.
Round 2 ended the comedy career permanently. Amir Khan walked into something similar, except he had already been knocked into another dimension by Canelo just before he decided Terence Crawford was his next good idea. Khan got starched at middleweight in a fight nobody asked for. His chin was still filing paperwork. And then he looked at the pound-for-pound king and said this.
Look, if you look at his resume, he's not fought anyone as good as me. I mean, all the guys he fought, I probably beat as well.
He was not finished. He had done the homework. He had found the flaw. He had cracked the code.
In the 147-pound division, the weight division which I feel more comfortable at, I feel I have his number, and I think I could do really well against him. It's all about skill, and I just feel that, you know what, I have the skill to really cause him big problems.
He had his number. Beautiful. Crawford dialed it in round 1.
Oh, he scores a knockdown! Bud Crawford with a...
Khan survived that round, then got switched on, picked apart, and hunted for 4 more.
The chicken dance.
Trying to stay up! End of 1! Wow!
There it is.
There's a lead right hand from Crawford, and he comes with another sweeping punch.
Then in round 6, a low blow landed, and Amir suddenly found a beautiful exit door.
The 5th against former title challenger Edis Tatley. What a night it's already been. Takes the body, goes upstairs, says that was low, does Khan. Crawford really doesn't care.
Trying to set the right hook up.
Goes to the body again, and then doubles it up with the left hand and goes upstairs as he's orthodox stance now and clubs with the right hand, sweeps across the belt line, looks for glory, lands on the left to the body.
2 different pedigrees, and he's doing the best he can with what he has. It's the best way I can describe it.
Khan says, come forward, bud, come forward.
Watch the sweeping backhand of Terence Crawford. He's setting it up.
There it is. And there's a looping right as well. This is what Crawford wants.
He did not even take his 5 minutes. He just sat down and clocked out.
I think it's low blow.
Hold that thought because Amir shows up again later in this video wearing a completely different hat. Caleb Plant did not quit on anybody. He just spent the build-up saying things you cannot take back. Plant was the last piece of the undisputed puzzle at super middleweight. One miscommunication at the press conference turned into a swing, and the swing turned into the ugliest few minutes on that stage all year.
Oh, he talking about my mom. He say, you so you pass the line right there.
Bringing up a man's mother is a special kind of choice, and Plant kept going even after the shove.
The difference between you and him is he's a fat ass and you a... What the you gonna do? You. And you a drug cheat.
10 rounds later, Plant was still boxing, still moving, and still standing.
88 for a 26% connect percentage. Nice left uppercut by Plant, but going guidance of Eddie Reynoso. As Canelo looking to unload and tag Plant to the body with the left hook. He has destructive power. There's There's a left hook to the body by Canelo, and the fans start erupting. This is a
first Mexican undisputed champion at super middleweight, built on the face of a man who called him a cheat. Kubrat Pulev decided to try the same energy on Anthony Joshua, and somehow he kept it up while he was already getting beaten up. Pulev came in with trash talk and some genuinely strange antics. He wanted everybody to know exactly how special he was.
You know I'm better. We'll do it tomorrow, guys. Come on. You know I'm amazing. I'm amazing. I'm amazing!
Joshua stayed quiet, boxed him beautifully, and dropped him twice in round 3.
Hits him with an uppercut as well. Another uppercut. That hurt Pulev. Pulev's on the ropes. He's hurt. He turns his back. Destroyer that we saw through his first 20 fights. Pulev is hurt. Pulev on the ropes again. Turns away. Does he want any more of the uppercut?
Yet, despite being hurt.
Now, here's where it gets stupid. Most men would take the hint. Pulev started taunting.
And the round ends, and whoa, and that's well after the bell and unnecessary. Really special. When you good hard jab and a right hand by Joshua. That's a snap.
The scorecards, but I want to see the action he gave us in the 3rd round.
There's downstairs looking for that big right hand and that uppercut. 3 in a row right there. 4.
Joshua has his head up in the air, a little high.
By round 9.
Round 9, AJ stopped playing.
He legs, and down he goes.
Joshua to finish.
3rd knockdown of the fight for Anthony Joshua. Right hand, and down goes Pulev, and that's it.
And there is your ferocious finish.
The count is on.
And they counted out and sent to sleep. Now let us go back to 2007 when an unbeaten champion promised to erase a little-known Filipino kid nobody had heard of. Vic Darchinian held the IBF and IBO flyweight titles with 6 defenses already in the bank. Nonito Donare was supposed to be an easy night at the office, and Darchinian told everybody exactly that.
I'm gonna do the same. I'm gonna go for knockout. I'm gonna punish my opponent. I just hope nothing bad gonna happen. He's gonna walk out by his legs from ring, but I'm gonna destroy. I'm gonna smash him.
5 rounds in, the Filipino Flash found the shot he had been setting up all night.
That explanation of that night, he didn't punch as hard as he usually does.
But the fight didn't go the
Struggling to get to his feet. In terrible shape. It's all over. It's all over. Nonito Donare has pulled off the monstrous upset in emphatic fashion.
That is not a knockdown, that is a demolition. Here is the simple truth that every single man in this video had to learn the hard way. Trash talk is free, but punches are not. Your mouth writes the check and your chin is the one that has to cash it. Which of these fighters do you think got exactly what they deserved? Tell me in the comments below, smash that like button,